Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity. On today's video we're going to be trying to sort out the issue that we had with not being able to get ourselves a refined iron block, which is a little bit of a pain. I've made a few changes since you guys last visited. As you can see, on the side of the house now, there's this little sort of bit that's sticking out on the side of the tower, which is fine. I always intended the bottom of the tower to be wider than the top. I might hide some of that behind dirt blocks later on just to make it look a little less obtrusive, but that's because I've moved the cables around, and that has been done for a very specific reason, which I'll show you guys shortly. So, as a few of you have mentioned, and I've been looking through the wiki as well, refined iron at one point in the history of Feed the Beast was actually removed. Then it was added again in a later version, and after it became obsolete and it was re-added, it kind of causes a few problems. As Jonathan said in a message that he sent me, it sort of ruins the tech tree, because you have to build a sort of... you have to build high-tier machines to be able to get an ingredient that you use to make low-tier machines, and it does seem to be a little bit screwy. So what we do is, if we actually have a look, if we go into Not Enough Items and search for refined iron, the only instances we get of refined iron are all Industrial Craft 2 parts. Now obviously we can use steel as well. Now the way to make refined iron, I keep seeing these things like steel ore from a mod called Another One Bites the Dust. I assume that must mean that mod is installed as part of this pack, although I haven't seen any steel ore anywhere. Most things are going to require the same, this sort of steel ore or steel dust. I'm not going to build a blast furnace. I haven't really got into doing anything from Railcraft at the moment. We probably will build one at some point, but right now it is not on my list of priorities because it's just a bit of a pain. It's a big multi-block machine. We'll definitely get one at some point, but don't need one now. Redstone furnace is pointless because, again, it needs steel ore, which we have been unable to find at this point. Induction smelter, that is the way to go because it needs basically charcoal dust and iron dust. With that, we can build it. Alloy smelter we'll probably build at some point in the future as well. Just check, do I actually have any steel ore? I know I've been picking up everything that I find, but I don't recall seeing any steel ore at any point. No, so we don't have any steel ore. So we're going to be building the induction smelter. Now let's just go upstairs and have a look and see what we've done. You'll notice that I've moved the generator up one from the floor so that it is now here. I've put the bat box directly below it. So the MFE and the bat box are both feeding from the outside wall now as opposed to from the back. Moving the bat box has now allowed me to put the turning table here instead of down the end and poking it in between these two machines. So if we actually look downstairs now, you'll see it's a lot neater because we don't have all of the cables hanging down through the ceiling, which is why I had to move the recycler. Now, the recycler I've currently got high voltage going into. I've got the power coming directly from the MFE. Now, I'm fairly certain the recycler can take high voltage, but I will have to double check because obviously things have changed. Because this is Industrial Craft 2 experimental, of course, and it's in beta, the machines don't actually explode if they get the wrong voltage. So, we've got this door here, and if we go through the back, you can see the little setup that we have. There is some dripping water because above us is the aqueous accumulator that's supplying the carpenter and the igneous extruder. So here's the bat box, and the bat box is outputting low voltage, and it goes to all of the machines. And then up the top here is the MFE, and the MFE is outputting high voltage, which is going all the way along this cable and running down here, and goes out to the recycler. Now at some point as well, I want to have the induction furnace, which is a good upgrade to the electric furnace. Now, with the induction furnace, that can take medium voltage. So I decided what to do. Instead of going ahead and making the CES, never get this right. CESU? Yeah, CESU. So instead of going ahead and making the CESU, which is the medium voltage battery, as you can see, it's quite a pain because it requires bronze plates, and it also requires the advanced RE batteries that need sulfur and like lead and bronze, and it's a bit of a pain. I thought the easiest way of doing it was to just go ahead and make a medium voltage transformer, because they're so easy to make. It's a basic machine casing and 2 insulated copper cables. So what we basically have here is we have high voltage coming from the MFE, which obviously has a much higher storage than the CESU anyway. This stores 4 million EU. The CESU I think only stores about 300,000 or something like that. Or is that the back box? Yes, about 300,000 on the CESU. So we've got high voltage coming out from the MFE, but we've also got the MFE feeding into this medium voltage transformer, which can output down into medium voltage for us. So we've got a way of being able to run medium voltage as well. Although it's not currently doing anything at the moment, it's just sitting idle. But as it was nice and easy to build, I figured it was good to put it in the infrastructure to begin with. So without waffling on anymore, that's what I've done since the last video. Let's go ahead now and build our induction smelter, because that's what we really need to do more than anything. So we're going to need an induction, it must be that one because the other one's the furnace, yep. So it's thermal expansion, smelts alloys and metals, and it has 2 inputs. Now it needs a bucket, that's easy enough. Invar ingots. Well, we don't have Invar ingots yet. How do we build those? Invar nuggets, Invar blend. Obviously, we're going to have to smelt some Invar blend, which we could make in the induction smelter, but we can't really do that. We could do it in the casting table. Trying to remember how we make Invar. Invar blend is an Invar ingot in a grindstone. That doesn't help. Iron. Iron, and ferrous metal. Have we found any ferrous ore? Let's hope we have. It's a little bit strange, because there doesn't appear to be an Industrial Craft 2 method of making... there doesn't appear to be an Industrial Craft 2 method of making the refined iron, which is a little bit weird. Let's go to our macerator, and we will put in our ferrous ore. So let's see what other bits that we can make. Obviously it says we need a bucket. We can accomplish that one quite easily. So there we go. We have ourselves a bucket. What else do we need for it? We need Invar gears. Wow, we're actually going to need a lot of Invar ingots. I don't think we're actually going to have enough ferrous ore to make it, to be honest. Iron ingots. That's not a problem. Machine frame. Well, we just need the basic machine frame, don't we? Don't even need the hardened machine frame. Machine frame hardened, reinforced, resonant, basic. We can do it with a basic machine frame. So that is going to be a tin gear, some iron ingots, and some glass. So let's go ahead and get that gear sorted out first. So let's grab some more wood here. Already got a few sticks, but no, we need planks first. Planks get split into sticks. Sticks make us a basic wooden gear. I probably should start getting to the point where I actually keep at least 1 stack of stone in this chest just for things like this. So let's go ahead and make the stone gear. Now we need to make a tin gear, but that'll be fairly easy. There's loads of tin upstairs, so we can do that one nicely. So, tin gear, let's go ahead and grab that. So what are we doing here? We're making our basic machine frame, aren't we? So we need glass and iron ingots. That didn't go anywhere near where I wanted it to go. Running out of iron again as well. Not running out of glass yet, which is good. Plenty of sand, though. Okay, did I put those in the wrong slots? Of course I did. There we go, basic machine frame. Let's go and pour ourselves some more iron. At least I hope there's some iron left in there. So what's next on the agenda then? So we've got the machine frame, we've got the bucket, we need the 2 Invar ingots. We need a redstone reception coil. I think they're relatively easy to make. It's a gold ingot and 2 bits of redstone. Do I have a gold ingot anywhere? Do I have a gold ingot anywhere nearby when I need one? Oh, I actually have quite a few gold ingots there. That's fine then. So we can build the redstone reception coil. That's going to be nice and easy to do. So 1 gold ingot and 2 bits of redstone. There we go, redstone reception coil. So then we need 2 bars of it, 2 ingots of Invar, plus we need to make 2 Invar gears, which means in total we need 10 Invar ingots. Now an Invar ingot is made, as we found, from smelting Invar blend. An Invar blend is going to be made from pulverized ferrous metal. Right, okay, so it looks like we're going to have enough to make it. We just need to make sure we've got 3 times as much iron as we have Invar. Now, Invar, we have... Now, why is that... Why has that become crushed nickel ore? That was definitely ferrous metal that I put in there, wasn't it? Invar blend... Is it specifically got to be pulverized? Oh, we needed to make a ferrous ingot. Purified crushed nickel ore. Yeah, if we'd have pulverized it, we'd have got pulverized ferrous metal. Okay, out of interest then, what happens if we furnace this stuff? Do we get a nickel bar or do we get a ferrous metal bar? We do get ferrous ingot. Okay, that's fine. So, if we grind up the ferrous ingots, this seems a bit of a roundabout way of doing things, doesn't it? So, what are you going to give us as the output? Hopefully not nickel. Pulverized ferrous metal. There we go. That's exactly what we wanted. And we're also going to need some, well, some more iron bars, don't we? Let's go ahead and get those. Let's grab another load. So we're going to need to make 4 lots, which means we'll need 8 iron and 4 ferrous ore. That'll be enough. Never make it easy. That's the Minecraft motto. Never make it easy. So, let's go ahead and do that. We've got some iron. You've smelted that all up. So, we need 3 more lots of that. Put the rest in here for safekeeping. Looks like we're going to need another chest up here at some point. How are we doing on power? There we go. Just waiting. Still not quite there yet. And then, of course, we need to do 4 bars. No, 8 bars. 8 bars of iron. So, just for the purposes of speeding things up, I'll just edit some time out while I'm waiting for these to macerate. Okay, well, the macerator hasn't quite finished yet. It's only got 1 more bar to do, but I guess I can go and start making some of this stuff while we are waiting for the macerator. So we can start getting some of the Invar blend here. There we go. Oh, I'll just chuck it on the floor. Quick, get it before the luggage. Okay, so there's our last iron dust. That's right, I think. Yep, so 2 more iron dust and 1 more ferrous metal. That gives us... obviously, it gives us 12. We only needed 10, but it was 9 or 12, so we had to do it that way. And we just furnished that up, I believe. Forgotten already now. Invar blend. Well, Invar ingot is just made from, yep, smelting Invar blend. That's fine. So we'll go ahead and we'll chuck in. I'm just going to stick all 10 in there. I don't see why we'd need the Invar blend over the ingots, so we'll take the ingots, and as soon as we start getting some, we'll start making our gears. And at some point, we're going to have to go and make our portal to the Nether as well. In fact, we could probably go and do that while we're waiting. Just find somewhere to do that, because it's got to be done at some point. I'm going to obviously do it outside. I don't like building them inside. They're a little bit creepy. We are going to need a flint and steel. because we're going to need to be able to set the thing going. So let's go ahead and grab flint and steel. And we are going to need 10 blocks of obsidian. And a couple of cobblestone. That didn't work. Let's do it this way. A couple of blocks of cobblestone. And we'll just swap you with the flint and steel. So I think what we're going to do for this... We're just going to go all the way up to the top. We're going to go out through the hatch, which is seldom used. And we're going to find a nice little area over here, away from everything. Would have been nice to have found an area that was maybe a little more flat. But I don't think that's going to happen. And I really don't want to build it too close to the tower. So maybe over here in this direction. This seems like as good an area as any. So, Stalk Garden. What are these? Didn't know these things even existed. Okay, let's pick those up. That's it. You eat all that. So what I'm going to do to make this nice and easy, it's going to make a trench that is 4 blocks long. No, I'm not. No, don't even need to do that. Trench that's 2 blocks long will be fine. I'm going to pick up... Oh, more of those things. I'm going to pick up the luggage in a moment because he gets in the way. So, come here, you annoying git. There he goes. Right, so, 2 obsidian blocks to make the bottom of the portal. And then we're going to need 3 on either side. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll just use a couple of cobblestone blocks to make the, well, I only need 1 really. We'll put 2 more obsidian blocks in there and try not to kill myself on the way down. Get rid of that other stone block, we don't need it. And we need the flint and steel. 3, 2, 1, pop. There we go. We have ourselves our nether portal. See, it makes a horrible noise. So the reason why I don't like having it near the base, as it were. So that we can see everything from here. We can see the quarry, we can see the farm. I haven't been out and checked on the quarry for ages, actually. But we are going to go and test the mining laser once it's built. So we will have a look at that. Now I can't actually fit through the hole. I need to put the cookie down. Let's get... Oh, looks like we've had an Enderman up here at some point. How fantastic. Oh, do we have a spawnable space in here? No, apparently not. Although, I suppose Endermen spawn in one spot and then teleport around because they're damn annoying like that. So, let me just nip downstairs. We will get rid of the stone. Don't need that. We'll put the flint and steel in here without setting everything on fire. We will put down the luggage. He probably has useful stuff. Yep, most of this is from Pam's Harvest Craft. I'm just going to put all of this Pam's fruit and veg stuff in here for now, just until I've found something better to do with it. Don't need all that soil. What else have I got? No, everything else is good. Fine. So, let's go up and grab those ingots. We need to make 2 gears. So, that's easy enough. And there we are. So we've now got 2 Invar gears. Right, let's see if we can get this right. It should be easy enough to do. We need our machine casing in the middle. We need that, the 2 gears, 2 Invar ingots, and then the bucket at the top. And we have our Induction Smelter. Now, the Induction Smelter is thermal expansion. So I guess we're going to have to put that upstairs. We are going to need kinesis pipes. So let's go up and do that. So, I think it also requires water as well. Fairly certain that it does. So let's make a hole here. Let's go ahead and put in the kinesis pipe. Let's go ahead and put in the induction smelter. Oh, no, it's just RF. It's the thing that it does. It makes it look like it needs... let's turn the power on. There we go. So hopefully it should be getting power. Yep, it is getting power. And it has 2 inputs and 2 outputs, basically. That's fine. Maximum power, 40 RF per tick. which it seems to be getting a lot more than that, but that's fine. So that should work. So if we now go and grab the ingredients to make the iron... So I'm glad we didn't need to connect it all up with water. That makes me happy. Let's do that and that. Invar ingots can stay in there. Now we need charcoal dust and sort some of this out. We also need iron dust. I'm going to have to macerate up another iron ingot. Did I have more iron ingots in there, actually? Yeah, a lot of iron around now. But that should be all that we need. Let's hope. Would be really nice if we could get this mining laser finished today, but there's no guarantee. So there's our iron dust. So if we go upstairs to our induction smelter, and the charcoal dust and the iron dust. Iron dust doesn't want to go in. Oh, iron dust will go in. Iron dust will go in, but it won't go in with the... Is that charcoal dust or coal dust? It's charcoal dust. Why won't you go in? Interesting. Maybe it is coal dust that I need. I could have sworn it was charcoal dust. We'll try it with the coal dust anyway. Because obviously charcoal dust is railcraft. So if we put in coal dust and we put in iron dust... No, it won't let me put that in. These things don't seem to want to go in side by side. Let's just double check this. Refined iron, which is there. We want the induction smelter. And it will take iron dust, pulverized iron, iron powder. So iron dust, which is 4110.5. 4110.5, yep, so it's definitely the right type of iron dust. And it will take charcoal dust also, which is 5103.3. 5103.3. So, according to that, it's difficult because as far as I know, there isn't any way to pause these things when they're cycling around, which I find is a real pain in the arse. But that takes iron dust. Now, iron dust is the silver pile. So it's got to be iron dust and pulverized charcoal. No, iron dust and... No, it should take them. Everything here is telling me that it should take those ingredients. But it does not want to take the iron dust and the charcoal. Which I'm finding really, really strange. Is there something that I am missing here? Configuration. Smelts metals and things that requires high temperatures. Useful for processing ores and building advanced devices. Left slot can be locked to only contain certain items. Will absolutely not cook food. Redstone control. Configuration tab. Requires redstone flux to operate. And it's strange because if I actually put something in... Yeah, nothing is actually happening. I am totally bamboozled on this one. That should go in. As far as I'm aware, that should be working. It's definitely what it says here. Induction smelter. Yep, iron dust. And charcoal dust. Steel dust. It's sand and steel ore. Iron dust and 2 coal dust even works. So we should be able to put in 2 coal dust and the iron dust, but the iron dust just refuses to go in. why can't I put anything in this left slot? Maybe if we give it another blue slot. Or even a green slot. Yeah, nothing wants to go in this slot. So how is that locked? How do we unlock it? How do we change it? It says it can be locked. Left slot can be locked to contain only certain items. Well, how is it locked and how do we unlock it? I really have no bloody idea. What's going on here? No, I am totally at a loss. So at least we've got the machine built. So if any of you guys know what I need to do to actually... I must be missing something. It's been a while since I've used an induction smelter. So there's obviously something that I'm missing. If you guys know what it is, let me know. I've got all the materials here. I've got the machine here. I've got the power. I've got everything we need. Just won't take the flipping thing in the machine. So once we've got that sorted, we'll be good to go. We've got the portal. And... we'll have everything we need. I'm not even going to keep those in the inventory. So, yeah, let me know, guys. What do I need to do now I've built that thing? It should be working, and I can't understand why it isn't. But then, once that's done, we will be ready to continue. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Feed the Beast Infinity. And I'll see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.